Testing, testing, one, two, three. Hey, hello. Welcome to Greybeard Kicks. Here on this channel, going to attempt to go over, obviously, the kicks, but also some of my other interests. I've gotten into woodworking. I make kombucha. I do photography. So, any number of things can wind up on this channel. But today we are going to go over, at the behest of some of my friends and family members, to kind of give some background on some of the sneakers that I have in my collection, and just kind of a little story behind some of them. One of them, my favorites, however you want to put it. So today we are going to be looking at my first ever purchase of an Air Jordan brand sneaker. I got into sneakers kind of late, um, relatively speaking, probably like around 2014, 2015. The city I live in has a Nike outlet, and so I used to be over there all the time, picking up cheap Air Force Ones. But then at a certain point, um, actually, a funny story. I used to wear my ones to Air Force Ones to work until one day a young lady, who will not be named, uh, mentioned that her mother told her that only new wear Air Force Ones to work. So, and this is a black girl too, or biracial. But anyway, so at that point, I had to take an assessment of my life, and so I did. Found out that, or I kind of came to the conclusion that, in addition to what she had said, though, Air Force Ones were just a little too clunky on my feet, so to speak. So that's when I started really looking into Jordan. So starting, and so looking on the got hooked into, started watching YouTube, got hooked into sneaker YouTube, and that goes down the rabbit hole. Sneakers app, I believe, I don't even think Goat was around yet, but the sneakers app, and just various, Foot Locker, all that stuff, and just trying to get into, well, figuring out how to hit on the websites to get whatever you want to get. So at any rate, my first foray, or my first, I guess, win on the sneakers app happened to be this pair of shoes, and at the time they were a big expenditure for your boy. So um, here we go. The Air Jordan 13 Chutney, and this is the Jordan 13 Low. Uh, at the time when I first saw these just jumped off the page, and they were like the most beautiful sneakers I had ever almost ever seen in my life, that were available. When I looked into the manufacturing date on these, looks like these came out, or were at least produced, in 2016, 2017. So that's probably when I got them. I'm not going to go back and look in sneakers or whatever when they exactly dropped. But I was lucky enough, or able to, actually come up on these, for retail, which I believe was like 180, maybe 190, for these. And for me, that was, like I said, a big uh, expenditure on some sneakers. So once I got these, I thought I was cool breeze. Couldn't tell me Nathan, right? And so, a funny story about these, I just remember, and I don't know, maybe some of you can relate to uh, getting your first pair of really nice, or what you consider nice shoes. Um, and I wore these to a concert out in Arco Arena. Not Arco Arena. I believe, no, this was when the Sacramento Kings, what's their Golden One? I believe it's Golden One. Or is that the Warriors? No, Golden One, downtown Sacramento. Anyway, went to a concert, uh, and I was hyper vigilant. It was like I was walking on glass. I was hyper vigilant of anybody getting close to me, scuffing or possibly stepping on my sneakers, my $180 Jordan 13 Chutney lows. I was tight. But as time has gone on, I've kind of gotten over that initial excitement, that initial reticence to have people bumping and jousting and getting close to your shoes. I've come to realize, they're only shoes. They're supposed to be worn. They get a scuff on them. Gone down the whole rabbit hole of how to clean your shoes and how to, keep them looking relatively up to snuff. I don't mind, as you could probably see, these have a little bit of a little bit of creases. I don't mind that they're not terribly creased. 13s are going to get creased. If I was actually of hooping age, and then these would be obviously a little bit more beat up or bent up. So no worries, man. These got good backstroke motion on the suede, the chutney, and also on the midsoles. Got the good back and forth. You probably can't see it on here, but no. Hey, y'all, if you're in the sneakers, you know about Jordans. Um, 13s, the leather on these ain't the greatest, but it suffice. People still, you can still hoop in these. Uh, I can't because my kneecaps are shot. But yeah, no, these are good. These are good. These are still good hooping shoes. Nike really, or Nike, Jordan brand, whatever you want to call it, was really did something with the Zoom Air. In the front, in the back pods. Um, you can for me, these are pretty comfortable to wear on a daily basis. They have enough cushioning. They don't hurt my knees. They're not squishy, so to speak. They're just firm enough, but they do in case a random hoop game breaks out. You just got to get into it. You can still get in there. But yeah, these were my first ones, and I was, like I said, I was shook, kind of shook wearing them. I was proud to wear them because they was real cool to me. But I was like, yeah, man, nobody better not get close to me, step on my shoes. So yeah, that's the Jordan 13 Chutney. My camera's telling me it's running out of battery, so I'm gonna cut this one short. So hey, like, subscribe, leave a comment or two or whatever. Tell me just whatever. Let me know what you think about it. All right. I will get up with y'all folks some other time. Peace.